see if we can get this back through this way. If not, we'll go to the outside, because we got a bigger hole on the inside here. Yeah, we'll go to the outside. What we're gonna do is shove this through and then tape our wire to the end and then pull it the rest of the way through. Boy, that was super easy from the outside. Oh, that's nice, going right through the middle of it. Okay, we don't have a whole lot of room. We got to leave it about where it is. So I'm going to bare about 2 inches of wire. We'll get that taped on and pulled on through. All right, stripped off a little bit, and I cut off everything except for the ground wire. Want to make this as tiny as possible and as pointy as possible. I don't want to pull it too far in because it's going to fall out of the hole out there. I could throw my fish tape on here, but as long as I have this drill bit handy, I'm going to have to poke it back through the hole, but probably should have did this first and did it from the outside. Okay, there we go. So we're going to push it through. There we go. Beautiful. Let's go take a look outside. Beautiful. All right. We'll just cut it off right there and take this off of my drill bit. Now we'll just leave this like it is until we get this all wired up and put back together. There's a couple parts that go in here. There's a thing that pulls out, you turn it around, and that's what shuts off your power. And then there's a cover plate for this. We're not quite ready for that yet, so we'll get back to this when we get to that. And on this side, we only need 6 inches, but we'll go 8, 10, something like that. All right, beautiful. So I'm gonna have to get back to this video when I go to the store. Yeah, I can put this box on. Let's do that real quick. Oh no, this is the wrong, oh no, this is the right box. I was thinking I needed to go to 3/4, but this is 3/4. This is all gonna be 1/2 inch stuff. So if I do put pull T right here, it has to be 3/4, 3/4, 1/2 inch. But we'll get to that in just a few minutes. Let me get this put on, and then we'll go to the store and get that stuff. Strip about 6 inches of this. Feed that through here. All right, go grab my level and some screws. Okay, I did a little bit of wiring over the last couple days. It's probably been 4 or 5 days since I worked on this last. and we're good to go. We'll check out the outlets as well. Now, this would be one breaker controls these two boxes, and then another controls this, and eventually the next one down the line. Okay, so this is the breaker here, 230 20 amp. Make sure we're off and go outside and wire up the outside. Okay, on the outside here, we're going to connect one of the hot wires. Both of these are hot. We're going to connect one here and one here, and then we'll connect two other wires off that. And that's going to go down through the knockout. We're going to put watertight fittings on there. That's going to loop around and go to here. One of these is for that cord right there, which is going to be bundled with the refrigerant lines all the way over to here, and then that's going to separate and go through a different kind of watertight fitting to one of these other ones. I believe that the power, the line, goes in this side, but we'll find out as soon as we get this opened. So our two lines are going to go to line 1 and line 2, and then the ground from the building is going to go here. The grounds can go to either one. I believe that one has, yeah, it has an extra long cord on it. It's almost like they intend, yeah, this little one is going to go to this side. I don't know why they crisscross them. And this bigger one is going to be for the building ground. So I got to get these cut to length, strip them. I got to mark this black. I'll use electrical tape to do that. You got to show that it's a live wire and not a common. And then we'll get this cut. This is flexible watertight conduit. Get this knocked out. My daughter picked up the adapter for me and she got the wrong one, but I do believe this will work. This is the only kind I've ever used, but this, I guess you just push it right in and bada bing bada boom. Getting kind of windy out here. Oh, I also should show you this, that these copper knives go into this slot right here, and when it says off, they're not actually connecting, so it would be off. That's when you're working on this. And when they're on, they connect the wire where we're going to wire in to the wire where we're going to wire out to the machine here. And our ground goes to these. Okay, got things wired up, got our adapter in, left the lines a little bit long just in case we need some line later on. So now we need to get our flex conduit on there. And to do that, you just push it and turn it as you're pushing it. And it'll bite a hold of it, and that's that. And then on the other end, it's going to connect to this side. So we're going to put this back in and kind of figure out how much. Well, actually, I don't need to put it back in. We want about that much of a loop. So let me get that cut, and then We're going to use 2 wires. Both of them are going to be this orange wire here. And I'm going to have to go run and get some spade connectors for these. So let me do that stuff and we'll get back at this. Okay, this flex conduit cuts real easy with a razor knife. Just open this up, slide it on, and then put this back on. And I'll take a wrench and snug that up a little bit, but that's all there is to it. And then this comes off and goes on the inside of the cover there. I'm going to push the wire through this first though. On a short little whip of conduit like this, it's real easy to just push it through. Okay, that's what that looks like. Got the ground wire in there as well. 2 hots and the ground. All 3 of them are 12 gauge. Now we're going to put this back in the on position, and we're going to go flip the breaker and test the wires down here. If everything's okay, which it should be, go turn the breaker back off, or I actually could just pull this out, but I'm going to turn the breaker off anyways. Then we'll put our spade ends on here and a round one on the ground, and get this connected up to here, and then get that connected up to there. Almost there. Okay. Beautiful. Got power. No power. All right. Go turn that off and start putting some ends on there. Okay, you don't have to strip very much off, just a little bit, and then put that on. Push it all the way until it's seated in there, and then use the correct crimping tool to get it crimped up. Bada bing, bada boom. Now these get heat shrunk, and it'll be a major pain in the butt to bring the heat gun out here, so I'm just going to do that with a lighter once I get the other ones on. Okay, that's going to wrap it up. I just got this little strain relief to put on and connect the cover. The last part is connecting that cord right there, that'll go through this strain relief and go to 1, 2, and 3, and that will control the inside unit. But I'm going to do that in a different video. I'm going to run the refrigerant lines over because that's attached to the refrigerant lines until it gets over to here somewhere and then just loops up. And that has a different type of watertight connector. So you'll have to watch that video to see this thing fired up. So if you want to see that video or any of the other videos we're putting out here, we got 2 channels, Trapdoor Woodworks and Planet Mojo. So if you want to see any of the videos on either one of those channels, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.